Welcome to Pathways to Wellness. I'm your host, Jude. Today we're going to talk about what you can do to be ready to run. Running happens to be, hands down, one of my favorite exercises. It's affordable, can be fun, challenging, it feels great, and you can do it almost anywhere, anytime. But let's be honest here, running can also be exhausting, and you need to know how to do it right. All the more reason that I like it. People run for all sorts of reasons. Many people run to stay in shape or to reach an ideal body weight faster. Others, like me, run to de-stress and to see how hard we can push our bodies. It's an effective form of exercise that can have a big effect on your health. Running is a rigorous cardiovascular exercise. Running 1 mile burns about 100 calories per mile. That's a great benefit right there. But there are other important health benefits derived from running. For example, running helps lower blood pressure by maintaining elasticity of the arteries. It maximizes your lungs' potential, keeping them strong and powerful. Deep breaths force the lungs to use more tissue, while normal breathing only uses about 50% of your lungs. Running also strengthens the heart, slowing the resting heart rate, so it helps prevent heart attacks. In fact, the heart of an inactive person beats 36,000 times more each day than that of a runner. Running, or any exercise for that matter, leads to the release of neurotransmitters in the brain that alleviate physical and mental pain. You've probably heard of endorphins, which are a neurotransmitter that make you experience euphoria. It's called runner's high, a feeling of extreme happiness and exhilaration. This alone keeps lots of runners like myself hooked. And it's important to note that running can also help improve sleep, eating habits, and relaxation, so it has a broad effect on your general health. The challenge is that because of its high-impact nature, running is associated with many injuries. They include runner's knee, which is pain in the knee, shin splints, pulled muscles, especially in the hamstring, twisted ankles, iliotibial band syndrome, plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, and stress fractures. And while that sounds rough, repetitive stress and overuse on the same tissues without enough time for recovery, or even running with improper form, can lead to these issues. So it's important that you learn proper techniques and proper form. Really, if done right, there's no reason to be nervous about starting a running program. Runners can minimize these injuries by warming up before exercise, focusing on proper running form, performing strength training exercises, as well as eating a well-balanced diet and allowing time for recovery. I always tell my clients to make sure that your hips, back, and really your entire body is in a stable, mobile, and flexible condition before heading out for a run. Here are my favorite pre- and post-run dynamic exercises. Start by lying down on your back. Lift your right leg up, bend your knee, and cross over into the opposite side, tapping your toe down. Keep your upper body stable and cross over again, ringing from the waist, not from the hip. Do that 10 times. Bend your left leg, cross over and tap. Again, leaving your upper body down and ringing from the waist. Next, bend both your feet and cross your right leg over your left knee, placing the ankle right at the knee. From this position, lift your tush up as high as it can go and lower back down. Lift and lower, allowing the right knee to drop down. You should feel the hip opening right up. Do this 10 times on each side. Lift and lower. Next, you're going to roll onto your stomach. You're going to extend both arms in front of you, and you're going to lift your right arm and left leg at the same time, and your head comes up. And hold it for a 2 count and release, making sure that your arms are straight and your thumbs are up. Lift and lower. Right arm, left leg, lower. Left arm, right leg, and lower. Really make sure that your hip joint is touching the ground evenly before you start this exercise. Do this 10 times. Next, you're going to place your hands by your armpits, and you're going to lift your head up and roll 1 vertebrae at a time and lower back down. You really want to make sure you're lifting with your back and not pressing with your hands. Do this 10 times. Next, you're going to do scorpions. Place your hands right down by your side, keeping your head neutral. You're going to lift the right leg up, bend it, and cross over, making sure that your upper body stays down on the ground. And you're going to alternate legs for this one. Bend your knee, lift it, and cross over. Make sure your upper body stays down, and do this 10 times. Repeat these exercises for 3 sets. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Pathways to Wellness. This is Jude telling you to go well, go strong.